The Pahalgam terror attack on the 22nd of April has left not only a trail of devastation in Jammu and Kashmir, but it has also triggered a powerful, coordinated, diplomatic and strategic response from New Delhi. The attack, which claimed the lives of 26 people, including a Nepalese national, has been squarely blamed on cross-border terror groups operating with support from Pakistan. In response, the Indian government has unleashed a sweeping wave of retaliatory actions, 10 in total that span trade, diplomacy, military engagement, digital media and water-sharing treaties. Let's take a closer look at the 10 most significant measures that India has taken against Pakistan in the wake of the attack. First and the most immediate action taken was economic. India has now completely banned all imports and goods in transit that originate from Pakistan. This decision, notified by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry on the 2nd of May, aims to close every possible loophole, especially the practice of rerouting Pakistani goods through third countries like the United Arab Emirates. The Directorate General of Foreign Trade, that is the DGFT, said, and I quote, "Direct or indirect import or transit of all goods originating in or exported from Pakistan shall be prohibited with immediate effect." This move follows the earlier closure of the integrated check post, that's the ICP, at Attari border on the 24th of April, which had already halted cross-border trade valued at 3,886 crore rupees. Common goods previously traded included dry fruits, cement, rock salt and herbs from Pakistan, while India exported items like poultry feed, vegetables, red chilies and plastic granules. In a rare maritime clampdown, India has prohibited ships flying the Pakistani flag from entering Indian ports, and simultaneously Indian vessels are now barred from sailing to any port in Pakistan. An order from the Directorate General of Shipping stated that this was done in the interest of national security and safety of Indian shipping infrastructure and invoked powers under Section 411 of the Merchant Shipping Act. Though maritime trade between the two countries has always been minimal, this move shuts down even the symbolic presence of Pakistani ships in Indian waters. India has also formally suspended all postal services to and from Pakistan via both air and land, although mail exchanges had already ground to a halt since August 2019 when Pakistan refused to accept Indian postal bags after the abrogation of Article 370. Saturday's move makes it official. According to a standing order, a government circular now instructs all postal heads to halt the exchange of all categories of inbound mail and parcels from Pakistan. Recognizing the growing role of digital media in cross-border influence operations, the Indian government has blocked 16 Pakistani YouTube channels, including major media outlets such as Dawn News, Geo News, ARY News and Sama TV. But it didn't stop there. Former Pakistani cricketers Shoaib Akhtar and Basit Ali had also had their YouTube channels taken down. Instagram accounts belonging to Pakistani celebrities like Fawad Khan, Atif Aslam, Mahira Khan and Hania Amir were disabled for circulating allegedly provocative and misleading content. Fawad Khan, who was due to return to Bollywood with Abir Gulal after 9 years, may see the project shelved indefinitely. Perhaps the most historic and symbolic decision came with the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty, that is the IWT, which is an agreement that had endured through 4 wars and decades of hostility. India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri announced the suspension on the 23rd of April, a day after Pahalgam attacks, stating, "In terms of water diplomacy, India has also cut off the flow of water through the Balighar Dam on Chenab River and is planning similar measures at the Krishna Ganga Dam on Jhelum River. Similarly, waters from the Salal Dam have also been blocked." Signed in 1960 after nearly a decade of negotiations, the Indus Waters Treaty had been considered a cornerstone of India-Pakistan relations. This is the first time it has been formally suspended. The Attari-Wagah land border, which is the main civilian link between the two countries, was completely shut on the 1st of May following orders to Pakistani nationals with short-term visas to leave India. The move came after the integrated check post was closed on the 25th of April. Since then, over 780 Pakistani nationals have exited India, while more than 1,500 people, including Indian citizens and Pakistanis on long-term visas, have crossed into India. In a move to dismantle diplomatic privileges, India has revoked all SARC visa exemption scheme, that is SVES benefits for Pakistani nationals. This exemption had allowed certain categories like members of parliaments, judges, journalists, business persons and sports figures to travel without a visa. But now, all previous SVES visas issued to Pakistanis are cancelled, and those in India were given 48 hours to leave after the Pahalgam attack. The SVES was a part of the 1992 protocol under the SARC umbrella, now rendered null for Pakistan. India has also declared Pakistan's defense, naval and air advisors persona non grata, giving them 7 days to leave the country. At the same time, India announced that it would recall its own military attaches from Islamabad. Additionally, 5 support staff members from both the diplomatic missions are being withdrawn, signaling a deeper freeze in military-to-military contact. Taking a step further, India has now downsized its diplomatic presence in Islamabad. The Indian High Commission will now operate with just 30 staff members, down from 55 starting from the 1st of May. This marks a significant shift in bilateral diplomatic engagement. Meanwhile, on the ground in Kashmir, security forces have begun a targeted crackdown on terror networks. At least 9 homes belonging to the family members of suspected and alleged militants have been demolished. The action began with the house of Adil Ahmed Thokar, who's a Lashkar-e-Taiba operative believed to have had a direct role in the Pahalgam attack. Other demolitions occurred in Pulwama, Bandipora and Kupwara, signaling a zero-tolerance approach to harboring militants. Pakistan has not stayed quiet. In retaliation, Pakistan has announced the suspension of the 1972 Simla Agreement, which was a key diplomatic accord that formed the post-war framework for India-Pakistan relations. It has also closed its airspace to Indian aircrafts, a move with significant implications for commercial aviation. On the ground, Pakistani troops have intensified firing across the line of control, with multiple ceasefire violations reported across sectors. India's response to the Pahalgam attack marks one of the most comprehensive crackdowns on Pakistan in recent memory. The combination of economic sanctions, diplomatic expulsions and digital media bans paints a picture of unprecedented firmness. Whether these moves push Pakistan to curb its terror networks or escalate tensions further remains to be seen. What's clear is that New Delhi has drawn a new red line, and it's one that comes with teeth. For more updates on the simmering tensions between India and Pakistan in the aftermath of the Pahalgam attack, stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express.